In this chapter, we will cover what dimensional analysis is, other names for it, how to use it, and some examples.
To help you is my intention, and to lower your math apprehension. Through this limerick, I'll offer this trick: keep track of each term's dimension. When you're doing calculations, it's very easy to make mistakes, and a useful way of minimizing that is what's called dimensional analysis. I'll explain that and give you some examples.
Dimensional analysis is also known as the factor label method or the unit factor method. And it is extremely valuable in keeping track of dimensions as calculations are performed. And it's based on the principle that any number can be multiplied by 1 without changing its value. For example, 1 foot equals 12 inches, and 12 inches equals 1 foot. So I take 1 foot equals 12 inch, I divide both sides by 12 inch on the right, 12 cancels out, inch cancels out, and I get 1 foot divided by 12 inch equals 1. Or I can take the second equation here and say if 12 inches equals 1 foot, I can divide both sides by 1 foot. Here foot cancels out and I get 12 inches divided by 1 foot equals 1. Here is a conversion. Convert 15.40 foot into inch. So I am going to multiply 15.40 foot by some conversion factor. The question is, which of these do I use? Well, I have to convert foot into inch. If I pick the conversion factor on the right, then I multiply by 12 inch divided by 1 foot. Foot cancels out and I get 184.8 inch. If I pick the conversion factor on the left, then I multiply 15.40 foot by 1 foot divided by 12 inch. I multiply that and I get 15.40 foot squared over 12 inches. So I haven't actually converted my units correctly. Let's do a couple examples. Example 1 is how many centimeters are there in 3.5 miles? I start with 3.5 miles and I multiply that by 1.61 kilometers per mile times 1,000 meters per kilometer times 100 centimeters per meter. I can cancel out some units. I can cancel out mile, cancel kilometer, cancel meter, and what I'm left with is centimeters. So when I multiply this out, I get 563,500 centimeters, which I can more appropriately write as 5.6 times 10 to the 5th centimeters. Example 2, convert 270 centimeters per second into miles per hour. I start with 270 centimeters per second, multiply that by 1 inch per 2.54 centimeters times 1 foot per 12 inches times 1 mile per 5,280 feet times 60 seconds per minute times 60 minutes per hour. Now I can cancel out some units. I can cancel centimeter, I can cancel inch, I can cancel foot, and that leaves me with mile in the numerator. Over here I have second in the denominator of the first fraction. I can now cancel second, and I can cancel minute, and that leaves me with hour in the denominator. When I multiply this out, I get 6.0 miles per hour.
Throughout this video, you'll see hundreds of examples of the use of dimensional analysis to help keep track of calculations.